Hi, I'm Brooke Wallace, filling in for Max Brantley with your Arkansas Times news headline updates for Monday, January the 27th. 2 women were killed and a 2-year-old boy was wounded after a shooting Saturday at 3112 South Ringo Street, police said. Officers were dispatched at around 1:38 a.m. and found Ikera Tate, 21, and Brittany Tate, 24, dead at the scene. The toddler was suffering from a gunshot wound to his upper body and was transported to Arkansas Children's Hospital. A teenager who was in the residence at the time of the shooting was not injured. Officers at the scene were told that a male suspect entered the residence at Ringo Street and started shooting. Detectives are reviewing evidence and checking to see if there is any useful surveillance footage. No suspect has been identified at this time. The investigation is ongoing. President Trump's defense team, including familiar face Ken Starr, is amid its second day of oral arguments today in the Senate impeachment trial. It does so in the wake of the news that former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton states in his forthcoming book that Trump held up aid to Ukraine to try to get officials there to announce investigations of his political rivals. It's another bit of confirmation of what we already know, but it theoretically puts more pressure on Republicans resistant to witnesses. A temporary agreement on child support has been reached in the Hunter Biden paternity suit, and attorneys are asking the judge to postpone the contempt hearing this week that Biden was ordered to attend, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette reports. Quote, "He's doing the right thing by finally stepping up and paying what he should have been paying," end quote, the plaintiff's attorney told the Democrat-Gazette. London Alexis Roberts filed the paternity lawsuit last May against Biden seeking child support. Court filings showed that DNA testing established that Biden was the father of Roberts' child, now 17 months old. Well, Independence County Circuit Judge Holly Meyer last week ordered Biden to appear in court this Wednesday, January the 29th, to respond to a motion for contempt filed against him by Roberts' attorneys. But Roberts' attorney Clint Lancaster now says that hearing is no longer necessary. The veterans of foreign wars asked for an apology on Friday from President Trump after Trump downplayed head injuries by soldiers stationed in Iraq. Senator Tom Cotton on a Sunday TV show said that Trump had said nothing wrong. After Iran launched a missile strike at an Iraqi base earlier this month that held American soldiers, Trump initially said there were no injuries, but the military later announced that a number had suffered traumatic brain injuries and concussions. Quote, "They had headaches and a couple of other things, but I can report that it's not very serious," end quote, President Trump said during a press conference last week in Davos, Switzerland, where he was attending a getaway for plutocrats. The Pentagon revealed Friday that 34 U.S. service members were diagnosed with traumatic brain injuries suffered during the strike, including 8 who had been treated in Germany and were then sent to the U.S. for further treatment, and 9 more still undergoing treatment and being evaluated in Germany. In its statement, the VFW said that Trump's remarks, quote, "minimize these troops' injuries." The VFW expects an apology from the president to our servicemen and women for misguided remarks, end quote. On CBS Face the Nation yesterday, Cotton said that the VFW was wrong. Trump was, quote, "not dismissing their injuries. He's describing their injuries," end quote. Well, that's all the news for today. You can read more on the Arkansas blog. Thanks and see you tomorrow.